Apple will send Render towards a new all-time high. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doc. In today's video I'm gonna explain to you everything you need to know on why Apple will send Render RNDR towards a new all-time high, and also explain to you everything about the partnership between Apple and Render. So let's not talk too much and get straight into the point of this video. So the first thing you might be asking is, how is Apple going to push Render towards a new all-time high? Well, the answer is pretty easy: the Apple Vision Pro, which is actually launching in early 2024. And from articles of the past days, we already know that the first shipments will go in 30 days or the end of January. So the release is coming pretty soon. But what has this to do with Render? If you didn't know, the Render network and Apple are revolutionizing mixed reality through Octane X. So people who don't know what Octane X is, Octane X and its software Octane Render is basically the world's first and fastest, unbiased, spectacularly correct GPU rendering engine, delivering quality and speed unrivaled by any production renderer on the market. So basically it's a software which delivers the fastest 3D rendering in the entire world. And you might be asking, what does this have to do with Render? Well, if you didn't know yet, OTOY is basically the parent company of Render, which has the same CEO, Jules Urbach, and basically the Octane X software with full support of the Render is the first distributed GPU rendering platform, enabling artists to effortlessly scale their rendering jobs through massive processing power available to decentralized GPUs of the Render network. So basically what this is, the Octane X software brings you unlimited GPU power on any device anywhere in the world through the Render network. And this is so powerful, and Apple knows it as well. And you might be wondering, well, we're hearing OTOY, we're hearing Octane X and Render, but what has Apple to do with it? Well, like I said before, OTOY or Octane X is the premium rendering software for Apple. And if you didn't believe me yet, we can just show it on the website. As you can see on the official Apple.com website, iPad Pro is Octane X mentioned. But not only the iPad Pro. If we take a look at the MacBook Pro, we can see that 3D rendering is done by Octane X. But it doesn't stop here. If we go to the Mac Pro and we say compared to a standard Intel based Mac Pro, it's 6.7 times faster rendering performance in OTOY Octane X. So this software is the premium software for making Apple products the best rendering devices in the world, and Apple knows it. So why does Apple need Render? Because Apple's custom Pro chip power mixed reality on devices like the Apple Vision Pro, but the Render network integration enhances scalability, crucial for realistic 3D graphics in mixed reality. If you didn't know yet, mixed reality needs a lot of GPU power for making realistic 3D designs. And you already know, if we're talking about a headset, it has to be comfortable, cannot be too heavy, but it needs a lot of GPU power. And of course, you want to have consistent updates of better graphics, which will also need a lot of GPU power, and you cannot put much in this because you have way too many sensors, a small chip. So where are you going to get the GPU power for this innovation? Well, through the Render network. And Apple already stated that they don't want to do this through the cloud, but on the network. And what Render already does is that Render distributed rendering ensures seamless execution of resource intensity tasks like real-time ray tracing and complex simulation on devices. Like I said before, if you want a lot of GPU power and you want to do complex simulation on such a lightweight and comfortable device on your head, you need distributed rendering power to come from somewhere else. So in conclusion, you can see that the collaboration of the Render network, Octane X and Apple for mixed reality democratizes GPU rendering, accelerates performance and ensures scalability. Like I said before, in the future updates will be very important. So the integration promises powerful experiences on Apple Vision Pro, reflecting a commitment to innovation and transformative potential in mixed reality technology. So it all has to do with getting a lot of things done in a small headset to bring you the world. But this isn't the only bullish thing we're hearing between Apple and Render. There was actually a tweet, of an interview where the CEO of Render, Jules Urbach, was actually showing Octane X ran on its iPhone 15 Pro because the CEO said Octane X should be able to run on M3 Apple devices. This doesn't only make your iPhone way powerful, no, it makes it possible, like I said before, that in the future you will be able to earn money by just deploying your iPhone GPU on the Render network as a node. So basically, lending your GPU power through the Octane X software on the Render network and earning Render tokens as a reward. So this thing is way bigger than just the Apple Vision Pro, but the Apple Vision Pro is one of the main things that the Render team is currently focusing on, and I expect some great news from the CEO when the Apple Vision Pro is launched. So before we talk about what kind of price impact the Apple Vision Pro could have on Render RNDR, if you want to buy Render Bitcoin and over 300 plus crypto and get amazing 30,000 in bonuses and rewards as shown on screen for just depositing and buying crypto, all you have to do is deposit and buy crypto and earn amazing rewards. You just have to click on the partner Bybit link in my description. And when you create an account, be sure to use my code or go to my referral link in the description. Otherwise, you won't get such amazing rewards up to $30,000. So what do I expect from the Render price with the launch of the Apple Vision Pro? So earlier this year, with the hype of the release of the Apple Vision Pro, we saw Render go from like 1.3 levels all the way up to like 2.9 levels in just a couple of weeks. So that's more than a 2x, and which would be more than enough for Render to push towards a new all-time high. I am expecting also a lot of hype being created around Render token with the Apple Vision Pro launch, and if OTOY or Render network pushes some really bullish tweets, this might be indeed the catalyst to push Render towards new all-time highs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like if you did. Also follow me on Twitter @TheRealDoc to know when I post about crypto and other things. Also click on the screen right now if you want to watch one of the best Render videos I've ever made. Subscribe for more crypto content and YouTube. Until next time.